So tonight's meant to be an extreme thunderstorm. I'm deep out into the Australian. I've made a very basic shelter, but my protection from the storm is literally this clear Temu tent. I'm excited, but very nervous for this challenge. Oh, stop! Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Looks alright. Oh shit. With this weather coming, we're gonna see a lot of cane toads, I think.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah. They come out in the rain. We're currently on the way to our camping spot for the night, which is in the pine forest on a friend's property. Liv recently wanted to start trying to drive manual because she doesn't actually have a manual license, so I want to see you just drive off. You can do it, remember? She's still learning, but she's doing really well so far. So I'm gonna let her drive out to the spot. Remember, handbrake down. Good work. Wait for me. This is the fun way to get there. Every time she drives, I just car surf. Oh, stop, stop, my hat, my hat, my hat, my hat. Frick. Also, the ute now has a canopy on it. Oh my god. It's gonna get a bit bumpy up here. The car's off the left here, and there's gonna be a big pothole of water, so you gotta hit it with a bit of speed, okay? Good work. This storm shouldn't be too far off, so we need to try and get camp set up before it comes, or we're gonna get very wet. Okay, so we're currently out in the pine forest, and as you've seen by the title, tonight it is meant to be storming, and I'm talking like real bad. So what we have on us now is a clear tent, completely clear, and fingers crossed it's waterproof. But we're gonna set up camp somewhere in here. We're gonna set up our tent in between some trees, and we're gonna try and tarp off some sort of area where we can set up camp under it. So for now, we basically just have to find somewhere that we can kind of set up our tarp on these trees. This could work. Well, we've got our tarp in place, but since it is going to be raining so much, if you have your tarp or awning sitting flat, obviously the water's going to pool up in the middle, and eventually the whole thing will just cave in, and you're probably going to get a bit wet if you're under it. But that's why I've got a stick that's going straight up the middle to kind of cause that pyramid shape, so when it is raining, it'll just fall off. Okay, so our seating area is set up. We've got our tarp for cover from the rain. We've got our camp table, our esky with our food, some chairs, and now Liv's gonna start working on a fire just in the middle there so we can get some lunch cooking. But also, it's time to set up the clear tent. Now, again, this is a thing from Temu, and this took, I kid you not, like 3 months to arrive. It's completely clear, it's a 2-man tent, and it's all made out of PVC. It's not like the usual tent material that you'll use, but I haven't set this thing up yet. I'm pretty sure everything's in there, but there's only one way to find out, and we're very much relying on it being waterproof tonight because this storm should be hitting very soon. The reason I'm shoveling these nettles out is because they're so wet from the rain, so trying to start a fire on it, it's gonna be a lot harder to start, obviously trying to start it on something wet, and once they do dry up, they can catch on fire, and as you can probably see, they're literally everywhere. So we're not trying to catch the forest on fire. Dry shit. So the tent is going to be set up literally right here, but as you can see, there's quite a bit of a dip right there. So I need to level this ground out a bit because the last thing we want is water pulling up under the tent and somehow getting in. So I'm going to try and level this all out, and hopefully we'll have some sort of flat ground and I'll start setting up the tent. This forest is absolutely littered with pine cones, and sleeping on them is not comfortable. So I also have to get rid of as many of these as I can find. Okay, so today on the menu, we have Wagyu beef burgers. Since we are running out of time, we wanted to just do a simple lunch, something that's easy to cook, and we're gonna be cooking it on the Temu grill. This thing has not let us down once, and it is in pretty bad shape right now, but it's super convenient for just sitting it over the fire, and then you can cook the patties and vegetables and everything directly on it. But yeah, looking at the sky, it's pretty dark over there, so I think this storm's going to be hitting soon. I hope we're ready in time for it to come. But first, we'll have some lunch. The meat's smoky from the fire. That's so good. Now, as you guys can see, this thing is completely clear. So yes, it's a completely clear tent made from PVC material. So obviously, this is not as breathable as your normal tent, so it's probably going to be pretty hot in there. Obviously, a tent being clear means you can see out of it at all times, and anyone can see in it at all times. Obviously, this is why we made the choice to kind of do it on private property rather than a campsite. But yeah, I don't think people realize, like, I love going to bed listening to rain sounds. I used to do it like all the time, but when it comes to sleeping in a tent and it raining, it's a lot louder than you'd expect. Now, it is meant to pour down. So far it hasn't been too bad, but the sky is looking pretty dark at some points. Let's get this tent set up, clear out a bit more space there. We'll open it up, and hopefully, we've got a double mattress. I'm hoping it fits. I think the mattresses are going to be a little bit too big, but I guess we'll wait and see. How's it feel? Clear? Also opens up there too. Got a little window behind you so we can get some airflow. A little storage area. When I was checking the Temu ad, this tent is like 180 by something, but our mattress is 190 by something. So a little bit worried here, but I think we should be able to squeeze it in, hopefully. Clear tent. I just took my shirt off because it was getting hot, and I feel rain on me right now. I think it's actually about to start. It's fine though, it's definitely gonna close. Look at this, clear 10! Woohoo! Clear 10! Yeah, so I can't probably fit in it, but it's gonna be okay. I can just curl my legs up a bit. Liv should fit in there just fine. But we got ourselves a comfy little sleeping area. It's a double-sized mattress. As you can see, it's literally bulging on the edges, but at least it fits. We can still zip it up. I think this is gonna be a peaceful sleep, and it's just starting to rain now. Are you excited to sleep in here? Yeah?
Water went in my eye.
It's raining. Damn, look at that. I think it's gonna bucket down. I hear thunder over there. Well, it's raining now, so we're just sitting under our tarp, listening to the rain sounds. We're gonna play the relationship non-negotiables game. Obviously, me and Liv are in a relationship, and we have been for like 3 months, 1.5 years now.
Yes.
But basically the game is, what are your relationship non-negotiables? So for me, if you've cheated in every relationship that you've been in, I won't date the person. That's my non-negotiable. Sense of humor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're not funny.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like for a relationship to work, you have to be able to laugh at each other and laugh at like the same shit.
Just such like a surface level intimacy is being able to laugh with someone.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you can't even get that, then...
I feel like even in a friendship, if I can't laugh with the person, why am I friends with them? Someone that drinks alcohol and makes a fucking fool out of themselves physically could not be with a person like that. It's so embarrassing. I remember seeing a clip not that long ago of these people at their wedding, and the groomsman or something, as they're like cutting the cake, grabs it and tries to like throw it on the groom and the bride, and they're just like, why are you doing this? And it was just because he was so drunk and he was acting a fucking fool, and then he got punched in the face by the groom. Anyone that's had an ex-boyfriend before.
Anyone that's had an ex-girlfriend before, more specifically with the same name as me.
At least I can't mix them up.
If they're not considerate as well, think of you as well as themselves. Yeah, if you're going to get something, you'd be like, oh, can I get that for you too, or do you want it as well?
They're all about themselves.
Yeah.
If someone gambles all their money, anyone that's just financially irresponsible, I couldn't date it because I want to be like not fucked in life. So it's like, if you're dating someone that's financially fucking stupid, it's just going to bring you down.
If they say, oh yeah, we'll go do this, and then they don't do it, or it's like, oh, I'll change and do this, and they don't.
You basically just want someone to commit to what they say.
Yeah. Because you'll always be like holding on to like the hope that they will change, and then next minute it's been like years and you've wasted all your time.
All right, we've got our ponchos on because it's starting to look like it's getting really dark now. We've had light rain, nothing too extreme, but I think it's gonna absolutely pour down soon. So before it gets dark, we're gonna go for a drive, because this spot is notorious for people dumping, not only illegally, but dumping stolen cars. So we're gonna go for a look around, see what we can find, and also there's possible wild horses here. So I'm gonna let Liv drive, I'm gonna car surf, and let's see what we can find around the area. Hopefully something of interest. The camp setup's looking really good. We're obviously in such a secluded spot. But yeah, let's go for a drive and see what we can find. You can either reverse the whole way or you can turn around. Oh.
Sorry, why did it do that?
I might hop in. My feet are getting so wet. Freak. Damn, check the size of the kangaroo in there. Damn, check the size of that kangaroo in there. It is huge. Skip. Damn. That is massive. There's a lot of people in the world that have like never seen a kangaroo before, which for us it's like super weird because we have kangaroos. We have kangaroos like everywhere. Like Certain parts of Australia, you'll just see kangaroos in like the street and stuff like that. My hat! Stop! Damn, we got more roos up ahead. Another big one, it looks like a baby. Oh, off they go. It's another big one, damn. That is fresh horse poo. In this forest there is wild horses, as you may have seen in one of me and Dylan's videos from a while ago. But next to the horse poo, unfortunately this little lizard here seems like he may have been squished. Just trying to listen out right now. I would love to find a wild horse. So far we've only seen kangaroos. Another thing that I really want to show you guys, when you're out in the Australian bush, you might notice one of these. Now let me give you a closer look. I'm just walking out to it now. But basically it just looks like a mound of dirt, but obviously in obscure shapes. Oh, spider web, just walked through it. What that is there is a termites mound. Now I'm not going to do it, but basically that entire thing is filled with termites. Now I don't know if it's active or if it's an old one or not, but basically termites eat wood. So you'll see a lot of trees down here, they basically break apart. And that's just because the termites literally eat the internals of the wood. So on the outside it may look fine, but on the inside it's totally hollow. They leave all tunnels throughout it, and basically, like, I'm not even kidding, the wood will crumble in your hand. It's so weak. But yeah, that's the nest, and then obviously from there they move out to different trees. Termites can eat your house. Now I don't know if this is an issue specific to Australia or other countries as well, but termites are something that you really have to be careful of. What the fuck is that? Jesus Christ. Damn, this is insane. What the hell? Abandoned car out here. Whether this thing's stolen or not, I'm not sure, but it's being flipped and it's on fire. My assumption is they've crashed it and then it's set on fire. For this thing to be upside down, I don't know how they flipped the car apart from crashing it. Jesus Christ. I gotta get back to campsite because the rain's starting and it's getting super windy too. Jeez. Well, we're back at camp and damn, it is getting windy. I don't know if you can hear that thunder just then, but it's... Oh my God.
Thunder is starting. Let's get a fire quick.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Shit as well. Whoa. Damn. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder right now, but it is insane.
It's pretty dry under here. We're all wet from setting it up, but it's good under here. And the fire is good other than the smoke, which is blinding me, but it's fine.
Yeah, once we actually get set up under this thing, we've got a good amount of coverage from the rain. Obviously the clear tent's out there and I hope and pray that it's not leaking. Looks alright. Oh shit.
Huh?
Fuck. We got a leak at the window. Where's it leaking? Alright, bit of a leak there.
You know what I think it is?
What?
I think it's these are absorbing the... Is that wet?
Yeah, they are too.
They absorb the water. Cut them off.
It's leaking. Oh my God, it's leaking at the door too. This thing is built shit. Liv, it's literally leaking at every door. Look at that. Totally soaked. It's most bootleg shit possible, but we have to tape it because it's literally leaking. Tape it as much as you can, I reckon. This is one of the things with Temu. Their stuff is a hit or miss. wiping on my shirt. Oh my god. You okay?
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, Liv just had a bit of a fall. We do have a good amount of cover from the rain here, but the smoke is killing us. But we're gonna wait it out a bit, and then hopefully soon we'll get started on some dinner.
Dad messaged you 16 minutes ago and is like, hey son, a bit of a storm coming. We knew.
So tonight's dinner is chicken tacos. We've got enough protection here from the rain that Liv can cut up the stuff on that board. I'm gonna cook on the Timu grill here. But yeah, I'm hungry. I'm keen for some dinner. Smells so good. Oh, yeah. This is excellent. So let's see how this baby tastes.
Did you put lettuce on?
Unreal. Holy shit. I don't think the tent is leaking anymore, but we're going to be checking it soon once we jump in there. We've had dinner, we've cleaned up. We're currently just chilling by the fire, winding down and getting ready for bed. But yeah, all of our firewood is soaked, so once that goes out, we're done. It's time for bed. Well, I just got into the tent, and it seems with the tape and everything that we put over the top of it, it's not currently leaking. It's wet, but it's not leaking, so that's good. As you can see, the mattress is kind of dry. But yeah, I think we're okay for now. We're gonna try and get some sleep, and then hopefully tomorrow we wake up to it raining, but not us wet.
Or the sun shining in our eyeballs.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It's like 5:30.
All right, see you guys tomorrow. Well, it's raining. Something that I thought was going to be so waterproof, it's just not. So I was just checking then, and in the ad for this tent, literally in the title, it says waterproof. Now, I don't know if you guys saw how much water was coming in that thing, but there was heaps. Where the zippers and windows were, there was like a bit of fabric that wasn't PVC, and it was just leaking through that with ease. Now, the thing cost me a total of $82. So it is very much a cheap tent, but it's definitely not waterproof. We literally had to tape it up to not get absolutely soaked through the night. Also, I've never really had this issue before, but basically when me and Liv were in it, we kind of felt like our breathing was weird. Like we were really like
we were suffocating.
Yeah, for real. Obviously, because it's not like the usual breathable material you'd have in a tent. It's like thick PVC plastic. The airflow in there is not that great. And because we obviously had to have everything shut up, we were probably killing ourselves in the night. So yeah, we ended up having to open the window on the side that the tarp was on just so we didn't die. But genuinely, I've never felt like that before, where I'm like, like actually like struggling for breath, just laying down. So I think this is a chance that this is probably the worst tent that I've slept in yet. Not only did it try and kill us, it leaked when it clearly is displayed as waterproof. So we're gonna pack up camp now. Obviously, because we have had so much rain and the ground's quite wet, I'm hoping the four-wheel drive is gonna be able to get out of here, but we will see. Yes, that tent was honestly awful. Definitely one of the worst tents that we've ever used. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like on it. We're gonna have more content coming soon, and very shortly some Japan content. Hold up, going through this puddle. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I very much appreciate it, and see you in the next video.
Bye.